Today we'll talk about gastric cells and gastric secretions. There are four major regions of the stomach, which are cardia, fundus, body, and pylorus, all with longitudinal gastric folds called roghi. When taking a cross-section of the stomach's wall, it will appear to have four layers, which are mucosa, submucosa, muscularis, and serosa. The stomach's mucosa is lined by simple columnar epithelium, including 6 functional cell types. The first functional cell type is mucus cells that secrete alkaline mucus, which protects the stomach's mucosa against acid secretions. Parietal cells are the second functional cell types and are one of the most functional cell types in the stomach's mucosa because they secrete hydrochloric acid and intrinsic factor. Hydrochloric acid is important for the activation of many of the gastric enzymes, while intrinsic factor is important for the absorption of vitamin B12. And the way that parietal cells secrete hydrochloric acid is that the water within the parietal cells is broken down into hydrogen and hydroxide ions. Hydrogen ions are pumped through the hydrogen-potassium pump into the stomach's lumen, while hydroxide ions bind with carbon dioxide within the cells to form bicarbonate. Bicarbonate is then transported into the bloodstream. From the bloodstream, chloride ions diffuse through the parietal cells into the stomach's lumen, and within the stomach's lumen, hydrogen and chloride ions combine to form hydrochloric acid. Another functional cell type is chief cells, which secrete pepsinogen, which is the inactive form of the enzyme pepsin, and gastric lipase. Pepsin is important for the digestion of protein, while gastric lipase is important for the digestion of lipid. Finally, anterior endocrine cells, which are G cells that secrete gastrin, which stimulates parietal cells to secrete hydrochloric acid. D cells, which secrete somatostatin, which inhibit gastrin secretion from G cells, which in turn leads to the inhibition of hydrochloric acid secretion. Lastly, EC cells, or anterior chromaffin cells, which secrete serotonin, which inhibits hydrochloric acid secretion directly from parietal cells.